Why, hello and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I am your host and guide, Zollin Ironshield, as always at your service and your families. Maybe I should start saying that because it's the dwarves say. That'd be kind of a fun one. But anyway, we're off to the Orc Watch and the Red Horn Loads.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
Well said. I'm going to use a mithril coin, and we're going to enjoy... Oh, look how cool this goat looks with this nice little leather gear. It's pretty cool. Again, this is not a fast travel, so we get to see some awesome visuals, but I'm just gonna let you see because my new computer, look at these graphics. It looks amazing. Look at that room. It's so cool. All right. Hope you're having a great day in Middle Earth, you guys. Hope you guys have a nice drink to relax and chill and enjoy yourselves. And we're off, continuing on our adventure today. Through the mines of Moria on a LOTRO tale. Got some goblins here. We're now in Zelik Melik. Wow, that's very cool. We're gonna be able to see this area down here to the right with, oh. So that's probably one of the shields I have to pick up, actually. Forgot I have those quests in here too. We're not gonna worry about it right now though. Yeah, Broken Blade, yeah, that's the, all right, well now we know where they are for the other quest. We'll come back for that. Oh, there's some quest givers right up there. It's all right, we're still heading to the Red Horn Loads. But you guys would not believe the amount of lava heat. Not lava, but oh, look at this room, you guys. Oh, with a new computer. Oh, I hope it looks good for you guys. The biggest thing is I hope I have my settings right. And there's one thing that it looks great for me, but I'm hoping my recording and everything is perfect so you guys can see it. 2K, high definition, 45 bit rate. By the way, normal streaming is like 6, and I've got 45 for you, so that's why these videos hopefully look very nice. High graphics card, and I have my CPU doing the encoding because it's such a powerful CPU. It lets the graphics card be able to give us full visual quality and frames. I sound like I'm a salesman. Basically, I'm just telling you that the investment I did on the computer for you guys to make it fun for both you guys and me for the channel is well worth it, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Alright, so we're going through lots of cool tunnels. Oh, this is pretty cool, this little area right here. You've discovered the Hall of Flowing Water. Aptly named. There's your word of the day, guys, aptly. It means named very appropriately. Because that is what it is, a Hall of Flowing Water. Oh wow, look at this room. It's crazy to me, like this part of Moria, you rarely even come in Gabil Hole, this area, and yet it's huge and magnificent and awesomeness. So cool. There's an orc. I ran him over. Well done, goat. I'm proud of you. We run over all enemy combatant orcs. You have discovered Uzbad Bakak. Okay. We're going deeper and deeper into the mines. Ooh, the forges. Man, I can feel the heat from here. Oh wait, no, that's just my computer. Whew. I have a really good cooling system, so no one freak out when I say that, but I think I've said this in a few episodes now, but it gets real hot still. Even with my computer stays perfect temperature for itself, but still when it's letting out 100 degrees air out of the back, my little room gets warm real quick, like we're in a Dwarven forge. And I can't leave my AC on for you guys because... What happened? What's up, goat? Oh, okay, we're fine. That was weird. I guess the server was loading something. Oh, look at this room. Wow, man. Oh, look at that. Whoa, there's so much to look at. I can't look at it fast enough. But yeah, anyway, I can't leave my AC on when I'm doing videos. It's too loud. So I have to just do it in between videos. I'll turn it on, cool off the room for a while, and then turn it back on. Computer's fine, though. It has to get real hot to be, like, dangerous for hurting the computer. Just me. I'm the one that gets warm. Whoa! The red horn loads. We're almost there, you guys. So if you notice, the mountain is starting to get more red. Hence the name. Red, there it is. Oh, wow, look how far we can see. I don't think I've ever been able to see that far before. I'm pretty sure that's the graphics card doing that. That is really cool. I want to see that view again. Let's go look.
Greetings, friend. Are you lost?
No, I'm definitely not lost, but I'd like to see this view of the red horn loads. Wow, look at that. So it's an old mine, basically a mining city. It's where they mined a lot of their ores, not their mithril and stuff, but different ores. Wow, and then if you go back in there, far in there, there's a deeper area that falls into a cavern, which is the underpit that you see in the movie where the Balrog falls into the Foundations of Stone with Gandalf, and then they climb Durin's Tower to the top of the mountain. That's all here. Gosh, it's so cool. It's so cool. What's that thing? Hello, Orc. Collected a broken blade. Foolish goblins. Dwarf. Oh, disarm some traps. Well, sure, why not? Oh, it's a dwarf trap. What a lovely trap. I see how it works. So Goblin walks up. Goblin stands here. Goblin is now in many pieces. Very successful trap. I see how it works. Makes very much sense. All right, let's walk over here. Now that we're here in this area, let's see what quest they got for us.
Stand and speak with me. The fate
Fate
of
of
Khazad-dûm
Khazad-dûm
hangs in the balance.
Some of our finest dwarves are gone. Orkwatch was once a warmer place, but the day has come and gone, and when our old friends called this place home, it was a sad day. When they parted for riches and fame in deeper parts of the Redhorn Lodes, you should lament with my fellow dwarves here, who may have more words to say on the matter. I need to get back to my ale.
If it were not for the prospect of finding Mithril, I would not have come here.
Indeed, it feels empty here without them. Our friends set out for untold riches, but I have my doubts about there is much left with all the orcs scurrying about down below, not to mention the Greybrig. In Jefest hinted to me before they left that he believed the Fellowship would part ways somewhere along the way. Ingefast wanted to stick together with all the danger they might have faced down there. Some were intent on heading to the southern cavern, while Ingefast and Aurora were interested in the riches one found around the old mining tracks. All right, well, I guess that means we gotta go do that.
The foundries of Khazad-dûm will soon burn brightly once more.
Look, it's Varthmath, and the Bjorning. Well, let's go down here. I think we'll make this our new location. It's out of the Fanged Pit.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
Rora couldn't stop talking about the adventures he and his fellow dwarves would see down in the Red Horn. He is a miner at heart, and he stayed here in Orkwatch for too long. His heart ached for one ore he knew was out there. If you were to see my old friend, please send me my greetings. Send my greetings to him. Wow, you guys, look at that. Look, man, it literally was just a dwarven mining facility in the city. It's so cool. It's so cool.
Dark things dwell now in Moria.
Oh, our old friends have departed and will be missed, but I do not worry about them. They left with an ill goat who was struggling to pull their supply wagon. I think their goat may have left a mess on the road behind them. Could you follow the road downwards, the Red Horn Cavern flood, and make sure the dwarves made it out all right? Please take this shovel and help clear the road of the mess they left behind. What did the goat like? We talking like having a little bit of doo-doo problems? Yep, goat droppings. Yep, okay, that's what he's talking about. Yeah, sure. I'll scoop your freaking goat's poop up. Okay. All right. Zollin Ironshield here to help everyone in Moria. And what's Zollin doing? Scooping goat poop. But you know what? Gotta be humble and just do the hard job sometimes, guys, even if you aren't. It makes me think of a very good story that I must tell you about my wonderful, awesome mom, who is a very successful business person and many things, geologist, and she's amazing. Hence why I love rocks. She also loves rocks. Dwarf. But I would compare her more to a shield maiden of Rohan type of person. Not quite like a dwarf woman. She's very, very elegant and wonderful and awesome and more like that, right? Or elven, but shield maiden, like Eowyn, right? In fact, her favorite character is, one of her favorite characters is Theoden. She just likes how honorable his character is, he's a very good character. I also like his character. But the story where we pick up these goat droppings, she was at a meeting that she was in charge of. So she was actually giving a lecture to a bunch of business professionals I believe she worked for Lockheed at the time. Okay, so which, if you know what that company is, it's a very big tech company, right? And she was doing the speech, or she was going to do the lecture for all the big executives and tell them about something that was happening. You don't know the details. I don't even remember the details off the top of my head, but it was very important. But anyway, she came in, and this one man, who was an older man, very nice man, but he asked her, he said something like, "Sweetie, could you get me a coffee?" And my mom could have been like what I was saying again, this is about being humble, right? She could have been like, no, I'm not the secretary, right? Because my mom was like the main person. She was like higher than him, right? And even though he was a very high executive too. And she's like, "Oh, sure, what do you want?" And he's like, "Oh, blah, blah." And she got herself one too and got him one, brought it to her. And then the meeting's coming to start, right? And she comes up to the front. She goes, "Okay, everyone, welcome to the meeting. I'm blah, 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 blah." My mom, right, her name and what her rank was and position. "And I'll be giving you the presentation today." And she said his face just went, he was just like mortified. Because he realized, he's like, oh my gosh. Like, I just like assumed that she was just there as an assistant. And she's like my mom was like the main person in charge, right? And yet, what did my mom do? Instead of being a jerk to him about it, which she could have been, no, she was gracious and nice, and she helped him anyway. And that's the moral of that story, okay? The moral of the story is, and he greatly, and he even, I don't know if he said anything after really, but he just said, wonderful presentation. Like, he was really nice to her after, because he realized, like, that was really rude of him to ask that, right? But again, when we have power, right? Or we're in a position of power, is it demeaning to us to help someone, right? Even if they ask something, right? And even if they don't know who you are, is that really that important, right? So that's the little things in life, guys, the little things, no matter where you work, even if you have a little job, right? Just if you're a steward of something small, right? Maybe you're a cook at a restaurant or a fast food, or you just your cash register, right? At something. I've done that a lot, right? I was the cashier and bookseller and all these things I did at a bookstore. But take pride in it, but at the same time be humble about things and still be helpful. And good things will come back to you for that, guys. It really will. I'm telling you, it's good advice. But again, that person greatly respected my mom at that point when he realized at that moment that he was mortified, that he assumed she was just like an assistant there helping, and she was actually the main person of the event, giving them the lecture, basically. You know what I mean? That would be like you going to a classroom as a college student, for an example, and you go up to a person and you're like, "Hey, can you go get me a coffee?" And it's the professor of like a huge university, right? You get kicked out of that class instantly, right? Most professors would do that. Maybe not all, but most, right? And it's like, that was like on that level for us people who are more near college or high school age, like, oh my gosh, right, that happened. But again, my mom did it, and it was just because she's like, I'm just gonna be kind to him anyway. You know what I mean? She's like, she didn't need to, she knew how powerful she was. She didn't need to put that power on other people, right? So again, very elegant. It makes me think a lot of Galadriel too, right? Because Galadriel has so much power, and yet she's so humble as, and she'll come down and she'll talk. You know, she'll talk with the hobbits, she'll talk with the humans, right? Yet she's like, she seems so up beyond all of them, right? But yet she still comes to their level to talk to them. I just think that's cool. Anyway, all right, that's a lot of bragging about my mom, but it's a good story, and it made me think about it because of the whole poop picking up. You know, I'm Zollin Ironshield, why am I picking up goat poop? Right? I'm a hero, but at the same time, I can help the dwarf clean some stuff up with a shovel. All right, there's the end of the story. I know that was like 3 minutes long, but...
Balin came, but we have heard no word
hopefully you
from
enjoyed
him.
it. Balin came, and we heard no word from him. Oh, you smell ripe? Yes, I'm aware. Oh, did you clean up the road behind us? The goat pulling our wagon down the Orc Watch didn't seem too well. Thank you for cleaning up the mess, but please, quickly, take it over to the pile near the goat. You are looking a little green from the smell, and I might join you soon. Yeah, yes, I agree. Poor goat. All right. You add that collected to the pile.
It is said that Durin's Bane dwells here,
But
we have not seen it.
Other than our goat not feeling well, we've run into a lot of orcs who are in the way of the ore we came down here for. We didn't make it a night before the fellowship out of the Orc Watch parted ways. Cooley took Ayuti with him to search for the southern cavern for the treasure and ore. And, oh gosh, these names. Knack went with Kalfi and headed east, though through the orcs. I worry about those two. I hope they made it wherever they were headed. Oh, excuse me. Oh, look at this item they gave us. What a wonderful reward. Petrified goat droppings. If you don't know what petrified is, that means it's something that's basically been turned to like a fossil.
What foul and nameless things we face in Moria, I know not.
I'm glad our friends at the Orc Watch sent you to check on us. We didn't heed their warning of trouble down here. Then they were right. You came just in time. We have always had trouble with Moria orcs looking in dark places. But the White Hand orcs just march in and take what they want. Moria orcs claimed most of the Red Horn loads, but they let their guard down, and recently the White Hand stormed and seized control of most of their territories. It's mayhem out there over our precious ores. You should join the fray, and while they're distracted fighting each other, we will have an opportunity to weaken them both. It's time to strike while the iron is hot. All right, sounds good. So, oh, my neck's a little crack in there. Okay, we are gonna remove this one because we know we're gonna do that one anyway. So let's remove that one off the tracker for a moment, and then we are going to use chapter 6, the broken blades. We'll probably be collecting those. Are they down here? They are down here, okay. So both of these are down here. Find the junctures on the eastern road. Planning. Let's see what happens when I remove that one. Oh, nope, I need that one, okay.
We can only hope that Durin's Bane sleeps deeply.
You know, I'm actually gonna remove the trap one because that one's way too low level. It was up in the other spot, so. We only can hope that Durin's Bane sleeps deeply. I was out scouting the movements of the orcs, and I overheard a pair of White Hand archers that wandered by. They didn't see me, and I was able to eavesdrop on their conversation. They mentioned that a White Hand raiding party assaulted the Moria orcs. They fended it off, but took many losses. It sounds like the White Hand is gaining control of the Red Horn. If it would bode ill for all of Moria if they gain control of the resources here. Minstrel, the only chance we have is they maintain their struggle while we work to weaken them both. I suggest you begin by making some White Hand raider parties cease their assaults. Look for the White Hand raiding parties between the two tribes of orc encampments. To make them, cease to exist, kind of thing is what he's saying. I can see what he's saying. I get the hint.
Perhaps soon we shall stand face to face with Lord Balin.
Zollin! Well, I hate to break it to you, but probably not, Rora. But he does have Aurora! Those blasted orcs are stealing our ores. It's intolerable to see them stealing what should be ours. Dwarves should and built this mine first. I wonder that we're finding these veins they're tapping into. It's one thing if they're smelting form of iron or steel, but another thing entirely if they manage to find mithril. Snatch ore from the dead orc fingers. It would be best to obtain ore from both the tribes of orcs to see what they found. All right, sweet. So we have our chapter quests. We have our regular quests. We are going to go into the Redhorn loads in next episode of Voice of the Rings. All right, guys, thanks for joining me on this one. I had a blast today. I hope you did as well. Thank you so much to my patrons for your support. It really does help out the channel. It's been a very big encouragement to me, you guys all doing your nice comments and liking, and the Patreons, you guys, and subscribe buttons there. It's free if I earned it and you're enjoying the channel. Please subscribe if you're a regular. It really helps that out, and liking the videos, it really does help. And next episode will be up there, and a LOTRO venture, something will be down there in the bottom too. So check them all out. You have a wonderful day in Middle-earth. If you do want to join our awesome Patreon group on Discord, the $5 low one all the way up, I'll give you Patreon. They all give you different bonuses on there. It tells you little stories of what the Patreon levels mean. And you guys have a wonderful day in Middle-earth, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed. See you next episode of Voice of the Rings.